I know a lot of people get bored and they try it and they don't make the jump so well. Vice versa, if you're used to Android, the widgets, the extreme customizability there, and you jump to iOS, you might say, I feel a little too walled in on the iPhone. So don't discount that. If you have a preference to the operating system, another big point right there. Now, some of you are just looking for the best phone you can get on either platform, and these would represent two of the best phones. Certainly, there are other fine Android smartphones available, but the Note really stands ahead because it has this crazy big, as I mentioned, 5.7-inch display, full HD display, but it's not too heavy, 5.9 ounces. That does make it 2 ounces heavier than our iPhone. 2 ounces in your pocket, yes, you will feel the difference. That's several keys, for example, difference if you're talking about things you might have in your pocket in terms of weight. Which brings me to the next point, huge difference in size here. Now, even if you're thinking, I'd really like to have a big screen phone, or I'd really like to have a phone that fits in my pocket, those are two very different things, aren't they? What are you really looking for? How big are your hands? Do you have small hands? Do you have small pockets? Do you want something that really is easy to just toss in your pocket, a bag, anywhere? Or do you want the biggest possible screen you can get on a higher end phone? Now, obviously, this is not the biggest screen smartphone. There's a Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. It doesn't have the high-end specs, though, for you guys who are looking for kind of the best you can get. And overseas, there's a Sony Xperia Z Ultra 6.4-inch, even almost an inch bigger than this guy, but that's taller than the Kindle Paperwhite 6-inch e-ink reader, so you get the idea how big that is. So among phablets, this is still kind of the gold standard of something that's somewhat manageable. It fits in a large hand like mine pretty well. You don't have to buy a special bag to carry it, that kind of thing. But there's a huge difference in size. As you've probably seen other folks do, the iPhone fits in the display area of this phone. That's how different the size is right there. So given those big differences, that's why I'm surprised some of you are still trying to make up your mind between each of these. But we'll go into more detail and help you figure that out. In terms of hardware, you know what the answer is going to be. In terms of casing hardware, shall we say, and looks.